I've been thinking a lot about fruitfulness in this season. And I'm a woman who loves the warmer months. I grew up in Florida and California and Arizona. I was an Air Force brat, and the places where I lived in my middle school and high school years were warm climate places. And so those cold seasons of winter, the drizzle, the rain, the snow, they're not, to be honest with you, they're not my favorite. I love the sun, and so I love the longer days. But you know, God is into seasons, and He's into changing things up. He doesn't want us getting just accustomed to the same old all the time. And so I'm in a season right now where I feel spiritually I'm in a winter season where things seem a little stark and cold, and there's a little more darkness. And I find myself just wanting to snuggle up on the couch under a warm blanket. But the Lord is teaching me about fruitfulness even in the seasons of darkness. Fruitfulness, when I'm speaking about darkness, I don't mean seasons of sin. I mean just seasons where you're not hearing His voice as much, or seasons when you don't feel Him as near, even though you know He is near. And so I was reading about the parable of the sower in Matthew, the book of Matthew in the Bible, and I just noticed a word that stood out to me like never before, and it was the word scatter, that the seeds were scattered. And in order to scatter seed, you don't just scatter one seed, you scatter lots of seed. And so in this season of just contemplating fruitfulness, contemplating hidden times, I'm just reminded that the Lord is asking me, and He's asking you, to be a woman who scatters seed liberally and generously. The Lord has given us so much, and even when we don't see it, and even when we don't feel it, it doesn't mean that things are not moving underground. It doesn't mean that things aren't about to sprout. But if I only plant one seed, I'm putting literally all my eggs in one basket. And so I need to be a woman who just scatters liberally and generously, and then to have the hope and the eyes to see through the Lord that He is making things grow. He'll bring the rain, He'll bring the sun, and He will make those seeds begin to break forth out of the ground and grow. And so I'm asking the Lord to give me His eyes in this season, and to not just get stuck in the ways that I think fruitfulness is going to happen. Just like a farmer has to wait patiently for those things to take effect. For me to just sit there each day and look at things under a microscope and just wait for them to happen will be very frustrating. And so I'm going to encourage myself and you today to keep going, to keep scattering seeds, and to have eyes of hope, knowing that the Lord is making things grow for you and for me, and we can trust His heart of goodness for us.